Safarman, and I am here to present a certificate topic. I recently completed from Uni Athena title Basic of Project Management and Project Initiation Method. Over the next 30 minutes, I will walk you through the fundamental concepts and managing project and the strategic tool used to select the right project in the organization, whether you are beginning in this field or sometimes refreshing their knowledge. I hope you are gain useful insight. So let's begin our journey into the world of structured project executions. Now I present to next slide. Let me begin by the giving you a quick overview the view of the course. This certificate title Basic of Project Management and Project Initiation Method was offered by Uni Athena, a flexible learning platform. Now for it quality short course and micro credential. The total duration of this course was approximately 30 hours, which included video, lectures, reading and assessment, etc. What adds value to the certificate is that Artificial and Cambridge International Qualification UK. These international certifications not only adds credibility to the course but also align it with global learning standard. So overall, the course was concise, well-lectured, and internationally recognized, making it a valuable additional to my academic and professional profiles. Now I come to present next slide. Uh, Course objective: understand project management fundamentals, learning planning and control tools, explore risk and stakeholder management, apply project selections models. Yeah, this slide highlight two main learning objective of the course. First, we aligned a strong understanding of the fundamental of project management, including what make a project unique, the strategic it goes and the roles of the project manager is ensure its success. Secondly, we explore essential planning and control tools. The tool help project manager effectively manage times, resources and budgets, ensure that all the projects stay on track and believe a promise when we also covered key concepts in risk management and stakeholder engagement. Managing risk early helps prevent a surprise later and engaging shareholders through ensure that everyone is aligned and committed to the course to the project success. Finally, we learn to apply project selection model to evaluate which projects are worth investing in. This helps organization prioritize the most impact project based on value, risk, and strategic fits. Together, these learning goals give me a well-rounded introduction to the field of project management. A project, by definition, is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, services, or results. Let's break it down. The word temporary means that a project is not meant to go on forever. It has a defined beginning and ends, with specific goals to be achieved within a fixed timeline. Unlike routine operations that are ongoing, projects are designed to bring about change or innovations. That's why they produce sometimes unique, whether it is a product or services or a specific result. For example, launching a mobile apps, construction a building, or implementing a new business process. All of these considered project. The uniqueness, the time-bounded nature, and the clear delivers are what set a project apart from day-to-day operations. Project initiations in the process of forming recognize that a new project exact that or an existing project should continue into the next phase. Idea for the project is explored and elaborates. The project is hiring a project teams and establishing a measurement object. Help to understand the work needed to deliver the required conflict, assign roles, and keep everyone aligned toward the project goals. Then come risk management, identifying potential issues early and planning mitigation strategies in essential. And the project manager must be proactive, not reactive when it comes to handling uncertainty. Communication is another cornerstone, whether it updating stakeholders, sharing progress with the teams, or resolving misunderstanding. Clear communication is key to smooth project executions. Lastly, the project manager is responsible for controlling times and budgets. The teams tracking progress against the schedule, managing cost carefully, and ensuring that the manager deliver maximum value in a constant. In short, a project manager is the glue that holds everyone together, balancing technical tasks with leadership and strategic decisions making. Project manager roles: first one scope management, second one teams leadership, third one risk management, fourth one communications, five one times and budgets control. The project scope is treated as the most critical element of effective project management. Business case in it showing the link between the project outputs and project or incorporating strategic outcomes. Key deliverable are those which have produced as the result of a certain process. Stakeholders are those who gain or lose wrongs their project outcomes. Resources is described as the any times that is required to accomplish their project. Financial issues. Financial analysis, it is a process of assessing the performance and suitability from a firm project budget and other financial operations. A project charter is the formal brief documents that outcome your entire project. To manage a project effectively, manager rely on a number of planning tools. These tools help in civilizing, organizing, and executing tasks in a is a structured way. Let look for keys tool. First, we have a Gantt chart. This is one of the most commonly used project management tools. It displays the timeline of tasks across the project durations. Each task is represented by a horizontal bar that shows its start at and end date. It helps civilize task dependency dependencies and monitor progress and at a glance. Next, in the work breakdown structure or WBS, this tool break the entire project into a smaller, more manageable component or task. It allows teams to focus on a specific deliverables, making planning and executions more efficient and organized. The critical path method, also known as CPN. This is a scheduling technical that identified the longest path of the depend activities into a project. Why is this important? Because and display in the critical path directly affect the overall project timelines. It helps us prioritize and allocate resources effectively to avoid bottleneck. Finally, we use the resources matrix, which help in matching tasks with available resources. Be it people, equipment, or budgets. It ensures that each task has the right spots and help avoid our locations or conflicts. Together, these tools provide the foundations for successful planning and execution, making it easier to manage times, resources, and scope effectively. Project planning tools grant time to task over the project durations. Second, work breakdown structure (WBS). Work breakdown for a project into the smaller tasks. Critical path method, CPM, identify two longest path to complete the project. Resources matrix matches task with available resources. Now I discuss in the next slide. Monitoring and controlling. Key performance indicator KPI. Project audits, progress reports, issues tracking. Once a project is in motions, it not enough to simply hope think go as planned. Continue monitoring is essential to ensure everything stay on tracks. That where project monitoring tools comes into play. First, we have key performance indicator or KPI. These are measurable values that indicates how effectively the project is achieving its objectives. KPI could indicates budget milestones, competition resources, utilizations, or customer certifications. They serve as benchmarks for success. Next, we project audits. These are formal review conduct as a different stage of the project to evaluate whether progress and are being forward and whether the project aligned with defined goals and standards. Adults help identify gaps and drives improvements. Progress reports are also a key part of monitoring. Key part of monitoring. These are usually shared with the stakeholders on a regular basis and summarizing what have has been achieving what planning resources and progress. What's pending and any issue faced. Progress reports help maintain transparency and fosters accountability. And lastly, we have issues tracking system with allow teams to document, prioritize and resolve problems as they arise. Whether it is a display technical budget or a resources conflict, tracking these issues ensure that do not skip through the cracks. Together, these tools create a clear picture of project health and allow proactive decisions making to keep everyone running smoothly. Everything's running smoothly. Risk management. Risk is an unavoidable part of any project, but what sets a successful project apart is how well those risks are identified, analyzed, and managed. That's where the discipline of risk management comes in. The first steps is to identify potential risk. These could be anything or budgets overruns, resources shortage, supply chain issues, to even natural resources or regulatory change. The goal here is to think ahead and list all possible uncertainties that could impact the project. So once identified, we use a tools called to risk matrix. It helps us assess each risk base is on in likelihood and impacts. Risks are then and categories as low, medium, or high. These give us a visual and strategic way to prioritize which risk help the most attentions. Risk management identify potential risk metrics, magnification strategies, and risk monitoring. After that, we help magnification strategies. These mean deciding what steps we take to reduce the chance of a risk occurring, or the minimize it impact it if it's due, for example, or a supplier. Display in is a risk magnification plan. Mitigations plan might include identifying alternate vendor in advance. But risk management is not one-time step. It continue throughout the project through risk monitoring. These involve reviewing the status of identifying risk and watching out of any new ones that may emerge along the way. In short, risk management is like insurance for your project. It does not eliminate uncertainty, but it prepare you to handle in man confidence and controls. Now I discuss present to next slide. Now I come to next slide. Project documentations. There are four main plans of project documentations. First one, project charter. Second one, business case. Third one, risk register. And fourth one, project plan. Project plan. Proper documentation is a backbone of a successful project. It ensures clarity, accountability, and alignment among all stakeholders. Let's talk about four essential project documents that every project manager should be familiar with. Uh, the first is the project charter. This is the high document that formally authorized the project. It's outline the project purpose, objectives, key stakeholders, and the authority of the project manager. Think of it as the project green signal for the project to begin. Next, we have to business case the project, the document provide the justification of the project, that it's being done, what problem it solve, and what benefit it will deliver. It often include cost benefit analysis and align the project with strategic goals. If the charter answer that the project is the business case, any business case answer why we are doing it, then come the risk charter. This is the living documents that list all identify risk along with the assessment, response plan, and status. It is critical tool of the tracking uncertainties throughout the project life cycle. And ensuring risk management is a ongoing process. And finally, the project plan, that is the most detailed of all. It includes scope, schedule, budgets, communication strategies, resources allocations, and more. It serves as the roadmap for how the project will be executed, monitored, and close. Uh, Together, these documents do not only guide the project but also serves as as a communication bridge between the teams, stakeholders, and management. Stakeholder management, identifying stakeholder, analyze influence and interest, engaging and communicate effectively. Managing stakeholder effectively is one of the most critical success factor in any project. Stakeholder are individual of groups who are affected by the project or who can affect the project outcomes. That they can include clients, teams member, sponsor and supplier, and even the general public. The first step is to identify all stakeholders. This include both internal and external parties. It importance our not to outlook anyone who might have a role or be impacted directly or indirectly. Once identified, we need to analyze their influence and interest. Some shareholders have high power and high interest, like a sponsor or a top management. Other may have a high interest and low power, such as the end user. We often use tools like stakeholders metrics to categorize them and determine the best way to manage their expectations. Finally, we focus on how to engage the communicate effectively. This means understanding their need, keeping them involving them in decision making when necessary, and handling concern or distance professionally. Stakeholders management is not just about sending update. It about building trust, encouraging collaborations, and ensuring everyone is moving in the same direction. As well, many stakeholders can become a strong advocate for the project, while a neglected one can become a major obstacle. Now I present discuss to the next slide. Project selection method. 1. Cost benefit analysis. 2nd, scrolling models. 3rd, payback period. And 4th, strategic alignment. Before we start any project, we have to take a critical decision. In this project worth doing. That's where project selection method can into play. These tool helps organizations evaluated multiples multiple project opinions and choose the one that offer the best value and alignment with strategic goals. One of the most common technique in cost benefit analysis, this involves comparing the estimated cost of the project with the expected benefit. If the benefit outweigh the cost, the project is considered viable. It is a simple but powerful tools to spot financial decisions making. Another method is the scoring models. Here different project opinions and score based or visual criteria such as return or investment, risk level, and strategic importance. Each factor can be weighted based on its priority. The project with the highest total score is usually is selected. We also have payback period method. This calculated how long it will take to recover the initial investment. For example, a project cost 1 million rupees and save 2,50,000 rupees annually. The payback period in 4 years. While the method is easier to use, it does not account for the long-term value of a profitly behind the payback times. Lastly, strategic alignment is non-financial but equally important criterions. A project must align with the organization vision, missions, and long-term goals. Even if the number look good, if a project does not spot the company direction, it might not be right. Choose the method help ensure the limited resources are invested in the right project. Those that offer the best return, lowest risk, and strong strategic fits. Case study overview. Project IT infrastructure upgrades, challenges outdated systems, solutions, hybrid cloud model. Let look a simple case study that illustrates the practical applications of the project management and selection method. The project is focused on IT infrastructure upgrades. The organization was facing a major challenges. Its systems were outdated, slow, and increasingly vulnerable to security threats. These inefficiencies were efficiency, productivity, and putting sensitive data at risk. After evaluating the situations through proper stakeholder analysis and business case development, the term explore different options. They use a method like cost benefit analysis and structure alignment to assess what solutions would bring the best result without overloading the budgets. The chosen solution was a hybrid cloud model, a combination of on premises infrastructure and cloud services. This approach offered the flexibility of a cloud computing while maintaining control over critical system internally. It also allowed for scalability, data redundancy, and better resources recovery plannings. By applying core project management principle like planning, risk analysis, stakeholder engaging, and carefully monitoring, the organizations was able to monetize its infrastructure efficiently. The result reduce downtime, improve system performance, and enhance security. This case highlight how effective project selections and structure executions can solve real world business problems and drive meaningful transformations. Uh, Case study details applying scoring and feasibility methods, selected optimal project manage with full PM cycle, result improve productivity. Building on previous case study, let now focus on how the project was selected and executed and what outcomes were achieved. The began with the teams applied a scoring model and feasibility analysis to evaluate multiple upgrades options. Factors such as cost, scalability, implementation times, and risk were scored and compared. This help in eliminate guesswork and focus on data-driven decision making. Using this method, they selected the most optimal project, the hybrid cloud model, and we discussed early. It were not just the cheapest or hottest or fastest. It was the one that best aligned with business goal, were offering long-term sustainability. Once the project was approved, it was managed through the complete project management life cycle. This included initiations, detailed planning, phase executions, continue monitoring, and formal closure. They document like the project plan, risk register, and stakeholder metrics were used throughout. This result improve productivity across the department for faster data access, better security, and fewer systems outage. Employees was focused on this work instead of dealing with system lags or failures. The project also received positively feedback and for leaderships and IT teams alike. This example show the strategic project selection and disciplines execution lead to tangible business benefit, not just in theory but in practice. Skill acquired of this project management life cycle, project management, planning and scheduling, risk handling, decision making in selections. And this certification could not just give me theoretical knowledge. It helped me build practical real world skill and that I can apply in any professional settings. First, I learned to approach a project with a life cycle mindset, understanding how to initiate, plan, execute, monitor, and close a project in a structured step-by-step way. This approach reduce choose and build confidence in handling even complex project. I also gain hand on knowledge in planning and scheduling, including using tools like Gantt chart, work, break-even structure, and critical path methods. This technique allow me to break large project into manageable part and allocate times and resources. Another key area was the risk handling. I can how confidently identify assets and create mitigations plan for project risk using risk register and risk matrix. This help prevent surprise and ensure smoother executions. And perhaps most important, I develop decision making like in project selection using to model like cost benefit analysis, scoring method, and strategic alignment tools. I can how evaluate project ideas and recommended the one that deliver the best value to the organizations. These skills are transferable across industry. They have already boosted the way I think, plan, and contributes in team environments. The tool learns of this project management, Gantt chart, WBS, risk matrix, scoring matrix, stakeholders chart. One of the most valuable part of the certificate was gaining exposure and professional project management. The tool that are used in real industry scenarios. Let us start with Gantt chart. This is a visual tool that help schedule and track project task over time. It shows start and end dates, task duration, dependency, and progress, all in one easy to read timelines. It especially helpful and keeping everyone aligned on deadlines. And then we have to work breakdown structure or WBS. This tool break down a large project into smaller manageable components. It helps in accessing, assigning tasks, establishing resources, and understanding the full scope of the project. With the WBS, every the most complex project become easier to handle. I also learned to use the risk matrix. This is used to evaluate protect potential risk based on their likelihood and impact. By placing risk in the matrix, we can prioritize which ones need immediate attention and which one can be monitored over time. The scoring matrix was another key tool. It allow us to evaluate project options based on multiply weighted criteria. These make project selections more objective and less basis, especially when dealing with multiple stakeholders or completing pri uh, priorities. And lastly, I work with the stakeholders chart. This chart help in mapping out all individual and group affected by the project based on the level of interest and influence. It assigned for building a communicational plan and ensuring that no key holders in left out. These tools not only improve project success and but also demonstrate professionalism and strategic thinking in the workplace. Learning outcomes, clear project lifecycle understanding, enhanced project problem solving, strong analytical approach, certification credibility. As I reflect on this journey, there are some key takeaway from the certifications that I believe are truly worth highlights. First is a clear and structured understanding of the project life cycles from initiations to closure. I how know how each phase contributes to overall project success. This structure making managing even the most complex task of more manageable and predictable. Secondly, this course has a sharp by problem solving skill through real life cycle studies and decision making model. I learned how to break down issues, evaluate options, and choose the most efficient path forward even under pressures. I also develop a strong analytical approach, whether it evaluating risk through a matrix, choosing a project through scoring models, and interpreting process, interpreting progress through KPI. I can now use data to make informed decision rather than reply or guesswork. And finally, this certification carries real credibility, being articulated with the Cambridge International qualification and delivered by Uni Athena. It demonstrates that I have received quality training aligned with the international standard. They take away do not just add to my resume. They strengthen my mindset, my decision making, and my impact. I had team I joins in any team joins. Core certifications, blockchain verified global recognitions offered in partnership with the Cambridge International Qualification UK. Now I discuss, come to next slide. Future application, applying engineering projects, enhance project documentations, lead cross-functional team. As I move forward in my career, especially in engineering and technical field, I see several ways in which these certification which add value and help me stand out. First, I plan to apply this principle directly in engineering project. Whether in designing systems, managing installations, or coordinating upgrades, project management fundamental like scheduling, risk assessment, and resources planning and absolutely essential. They ensure project and are completed on time, which scope to and under budget. Secondly, I'll be able to enhance the quality of project documentation using tools like Gantt chart, risk register, and stakeholder matrix. I can prepare a clear structure and professional documentations. This will help teams stay organized and improve communicational access department across department. Lastly, this certification give me the confidence to lead across cross-functional teams, manage help for different discipline requires not just technical knowledge but uh, so leaderships, communication, and strategic decisions. making. Now I am better equipment to coordinate, affect, resolve conflict, and keep everyone aligned with the project goals. In short, the course has not just been a learning experience. It launchpad for real professional growth. And thanks you.